Please give it up for my grandparents, Tom and Alice. See ya.
So the whatchamacallit, that joke is just recording away. That's as simple as that.
No. You're famous now.
You're famous now, Grandma.
Oh my God, you're talking about pastry though.
No, that's not recorded. That's not recorded. No.
Are you running to jail? Oh, we finished the one. No, man.
But because I was telling Natasha the last day that you were relatively young, in your era getting married. What age were you, Grandma? Did you?
21.
You were 21.
Yeah.
And you were 30.
29 or 30.
30.
Yeah.
And that's young because all your friends were.
Yeah.
Oh, not this. All you young, they'll be older, won't they?
They would, yeah. The ones that got married after, so they were older. What you call, one of them got a county council to go up and ask the fellow to know when she asked him, the county council, to go up and ask him to know when is he going to marry the daughter.
She thought that was a county council question. To go up and ask. So what, this couple were dating?
Because they were dating so long that they
Yeah, because they were children, maybe.
What year did you get married? What year was it?
1951.
1951?
Yeah, October.
Wow. So
That was the photo there, over there and that there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
And where did you get married? Did you get married in Galway, no?
Galway, that's right, Galway.
Yeah.
We got married inside in what you call. Oh, we got married in Galway.
Near outside the rails
Outside the rails.
and faster from midnight.
Oh, yeah, you had to fast from midnight.
That's it, that was the old custom.
And what you call, we thought that they'd be saboteurs at the sacristy or something. And the next thing was what you call, coming in. We were invited into the sacristy.
Sign the names.
Sign your name and run away now.
No tea, no nothing.
No tea, no nothing.
But the priest put us up down the
And what was the story back then? Did you have to invite many people or did people just come on?
Oh, we had 100.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
All the old relations, that's it.
Yeah.
Uncles and aunts and all that, yes.
And had people to travel far or was it just whoever be close by? Like?
They travelled. Some of them were close by.
Yeah, there was uncles. They all got drunk anyway.
So nothing changes, so.
Priest and all, there was all.
The priest got drunk?
He was home from America. And he enjoyed it. He was ever away or something like that before, was he? And he was literal.
And there was there was one man there, and he was fairly beery, you know. And he was a great customer of mine from Kilfin side.
No, he might. Tom might talk about Mara Condon one time. Did he?
Yeah.
No, he didn't in Mellanders.
No, but they had a shop as well, didn't they? Did you have a shop as well as the garage?
No.
Yeah, you had.
We had, yeah.
Electric stuff and
Oh,
all.
electric, like car stuff and electrical stuff. Yeah.
But anyway, what you call, this fella had a dance with her, and of course he was...
Falling asleep, right?
And he made a date with her.
Right.
And the next thing was what you call, the morning after, she had a farm alongside us, and my father was Willie, and Willie, she, I made a great catch yesterday, says she.
Right.
I made a date, says she, with fella. And Floggett, he never came down.
Go away.
He never came near the place again. I lost a customer over the wedding.
And he was driving a car, and he was lying drunk.
Wow. Did many people get away with it back then, drinking and driving?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Was it enforced, like with a guard?
Oh, it wasn't, no.
No.
Yeah.
He was lying drunk.
I got the...
And they get the priest was as well because Jerry said they home from America in 9 years like it.
But that wasn't your priest that got drunk, was it?
Oh, no,
not the ferry.
No, I know who he was belonged to. Who was the lady, the niece? She was his niece. Who was she? She was real well landed, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I forget her name now. I know the names.
1951, I don't think I'd be able to remember names either. So, and how long were you dating before that? How long did it take him basically to ask you?
Well, I'll tell you what.
It sounds like it's going to be good.
What do you call it? We met first
Yeah.
was when we were at a dance in Lisfernan.
Right. Oh.
In bicycles now. And the next thing was, what you call it, we came onto this cross and or was it at first? But anyway, we met at this cross and we were talking at this cross. And I said to Alice, I'll see you home. Go home and have sense, she said.
You told him to go home and have sense.
And the next thing was, it began to pour rain. And we went for shelter under a bush. And that was the beginning of it.
Oh, hey! So you tried to burn him, basically. You tried to send him to the rain.
Oh, you couldn't take it on. You couldn't say you was having straight away.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be good.
Oh, yeah. Hard to be got, I like it.
Yes.
And where did you, and how long did the courtship last then before you decided to get married?
That's just 3 years, I say, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So it was only just after World War II, when you think about it.
That's all. That's
Wow.
right, yeah.
What was, going into the mechanics trade though? Was there much, how tough was that?
Just getting good, like, wasn't
Was it just turning good?
Oh, it was.
But fellas used to ask Alice for a date, and you know, some of them were kind of terrible opinion of themselves.
Or
And she'd tell them go home. she said, and they said, it's no good for her to come and dancing here. I said, sure, I can stay at home, so.
When did you get, how far would you go for dances then? So it's from Lisfernan to your house, from where you were, that's a long cycle. Like, that must be 20 miles.
It wasn't.
No?
It wouldn't be, yeah. No.
Oh no, I'm thinking of a different route, sorry.
Yeah.
But it'd be over 10 or 12 miles though.
Oh, it would be, yeah.
Well, Galbally, we were.
Yeah.
A lot in Galbally. Debbie danced at Galbally.
Oh, that wouldn't be too far, at least. It's only a couple of miles.
Far, no.
Yeah, but it's about 5 miles, is what it is.
And had you cycled as well that time?
Yeah, we did. On the bicycles, everywhere.
No wonder we were good at cycling when the Tour de France came around. All our parents and grandparents had been cycling.
We cycled everywhere, Tom's to Prairie and everywhere. Not the dances, like, the over to town and all that.
Yeah.
We cycled to Prairie. We cycled to funerals and everything.
Really, Mac.
Down to Galway up to Kilbihiny and all.
And when did you... Were you the first in the family to get a car?
What?
Or had your dad a car as well?
No, it's always the first to get here.
I was the first.
Did you ever cycle?
I used to, yeah. I used to cycle everywhere.
Oh, you used to. Don't you like to cycle now?
Oh, no.
No,
A lot
no.
of people would cycle, but
Oh, that's what I said. Tom.
Well, do you know the style of bike that you would have cycled? The
That would be,
Penny
yeah.
farthing.
the penny farthing.
to be just the common bike. Like.
But they're really popular now.
Oh, yeah.
They've come back now because the shape was, they got it right first time. The shape was perfect in that you had the 27-inch wheels, so you get massive ground coverage, and they'd have a basket out the front. You could pay up to €800 for one of them now.
Oh my God.
And they're painting them nice colours, you see. They're painting them nice soft greens and creams.
And I think our prices are only £4 or £5 down.
What?
Really clear in angles with the
4 or 5 quid though.
That's all.
That was still a few bob, relative to.
But you know, a Christmas night, we'll say, there wouldn't be a dance any place but Anglesborough.
You never know that all.
And how much was it to go into the hall in Anglesborough?
On Christmas night.
Christmas night.
Christmas night, I have no idea.
Have a case.
can't be more than an equivalent of today's
How
10.
much?
Would it be €10 today's money?
No.
Tuppence or threepence?
I know, Tom.
2 or 3 pence?
It's more.
Six
more,
pence,
I
anyway.
know. More, it's just more on Christmas
Was it?
night. You would, I
just
never night
say
was only
penny,
4 pence.
Oh, right, so he'd ramp it up because it was Christmas night.
I would, actually.
But the ordinary night, though, it was only about sixpence.
I don't know what that's any for. It's like, how he was loud, how he loud with the priest stuff.
Oh, yeah, would the priest
yeah.
have known, though? I suppose the priest would have known. Would the priest have shut it down if he had a problem with it, though?
But they never did try anyway.
No, they wouldn't allow him.
But there was this fella anyway, and I know him fairly well. He was from Kilbenny, and he was dancing, and he was dancing with this one anyway, and he asked her would she have a mineral, and she said she would, and he got the loan of sixpence
Right.
from some fella, and she was dancing with him, and she danced the next dance, and after that he didn't see her anymore. And I borrowed the sixpence, I lost the sixpence, and I lost her as well.
That's what you get.
I did, yeah. So that's the way, you know.
So was he a catch back in the day then?
I'd say so.
Yeah? Oh, hey.
It's
What you
good.
say?
I'm saying, were you a catch back in the day? You would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they were all after him, shut up.
Were they?
Yeah.
Jeez, look at that. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, what?
They were going to the gallery, you know what I mean? Even my old cousin-in-law, she was like to do me out.
Your own cousin tried to
Yeah,
step
yeah,
up. Wow.
yeah.
And how were you married at that stage?
No.
No, people wouldn't do that. Although you probably would try chance it, I suppose, even that.
And what you call?
Oh, she got go out if she
A
would.
fella said to me, and your girlfriend, was brought out of the church yesterday, at Mass. She got sick. I don't know the truth, not.
You was a woman for you or something, so it wasn't.
Oh, right. He was just spreading rumours to sink it. Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just are they sneaky enough?
They were quite hawk.
Oh, bet they were.
You see, you can't get away with that kind of stuff nowadays because too many people would
No.
know.
No.
Oh no, at that time it was when fellas went
They're
to
very
girls
jealous
at that
of
time,
one another.
they go for one night and one night and one night and one night and
Yeah.
Stringing them along like.
no, but now you see when they go with a girl, they nearly marry her.
Yeah, well, you kind of, yeah. That's mad. That's gas, like. Because you were saying before that your friends were nearly angry because you got married, they all had to go and get fucking married then, like.
They all followed on, Tom.
Well, sure, I told you that the county councillor
Yeah.
to go and asked the fella to know when was he going to marry his daughter.
What was your man's answer? He couldn't hardly go over.
I did marry. And do you know how many in family they had after? They had 9 or 10.
Yes.
9 or 10 children.
Yeah. And one of them is now, you might hear him, is O'Donnell. Tommy O'Donnell.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What is he?
His brother,
And his who has the butchers.
Yeah.
And his son went on to play
Yeah.
playing Munster rugby.
Rugby,
right.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
gas.
And he went to that many family now with the 4 or 5, I think. So, yeah.
And so what age did you get the car then? Because I'm trying to get a timeline of when cars started coming around the place.
When
Like.
did I get a car?
You were telling me you had a yoke one time that was made out of plywood.
Pardon?
You had a car one time that it was the panels were pretty much plywood.
Oh, that's all. And what you call, I was working, well, I wasn't going with Alice that time though.
Oh, right.
I wasn't, no. I was working with main 4 dealers in Fermoy.
That's where you served your time.
Well, I served my time in Scotty to main 4 dealers.
Oh, yeah. Jeez, yeah, all the way down to Wexford. Had you digs down there or what was the story?
Pardon?
Had you digs down there or what was the
Oh, I
story?
had, yeah.
And did you spend 4 years down there or was it or how
It's
long?
been 3 or 4. And what you call, I had to pay for digs then. And what you call, talking about taking a girl, you take her no place because you... my wages were going my keep.
You'd have to borrow the sixpence to take you and buy her a mineral, yeah.
And the wages were very bad, weren't they?
Yeah, but what you call? I had this bought this car off this fella. It was a plywood body. And the
Was it, what colour was it painted even like?
Oh, it was a small little thing. and what you call it? This fella said to me, Tom said to me, will you give me a drive out as far as the cross? He said, or you give me a drive out as far as the cross. And I said, I will. I said into the car, good Christ, Tom, says he, will you keep between the ditch?
What engine was in a plywood car?
It was, yeah.
But what engine was in it?
Oh God, I couldn't, it was a small engine.
I can only. I just did a picture of this square box with a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the baby Ford cars and all.
Oh, the baby Ford. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Baby Ford was the first car I ever had.
What is it after cars?
And what you call the baby Ford? If a wire broke on the baby Ford, if we had a pin, just get the pin and join the two wires together.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. You wouldn't do that today.
No. You got to
God,
plug.
I wouldn't be there look at the car now because what you call you should pull the wires or anything.
Forget about it. They're a computer. You're driving a computer now. Do you know, it's not it's not the same mechanics at all.
There's too many bloody tricks in the cars now. And too many old
Stuff
things.
keeps on going wrong, sure. They're all over-engineered now. Stuff goes wrong, and then you're going to cost you a couple of $1,000 to fix it.
Yeah.
Or you could fix a thing yourself before that, but.
She's like all old cokers and the whole lot now. She's all eating awful eggs now and
Yeah.
Big on.
Well, this.
That's the reason. No, I don't have to defrost it out. I don't know why.
What your freezer?
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
You needn't do it, she means.
Oh,
That's the freezer, you need to defrost it.
the which?
The freezer you got.
What's wrong with it?
There's no need to defrost it out, there's a new one.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I don't know. Sure, we don't.
Oh.
They don't defrost that freezer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
you don't, no.
No, that's the new things now, that's out again.
Yeah, but I mean, they'll give you a 5-year guarantee on it, and that's it.
That's it. Don't last as long as the last one, I think.
Not at all.
I just don't want to tell us.
There was a funeral anyway in Dan Hayes was the undertaker, and when the hearse came out of the funeral parlour or the church, up a mile of the road it stopped.
Right.
The hearse, and he had to get the hearse in Limerick.
So hold on. Did it stop with the body in it?
Pardon?
Did it break? The hearse broke down with the body in the back.
The hearse just stopped.
Yeah, but it was.
Yeah, it was coffin in it.
They actually had a coffin in it.
They had, yeah.
Okay.
And what do you call it? He got he took his own house then into the garage, and he went. The man went down for it, and the man came out a mile the road. If you went real slow,
Right.
to take you to Timbuktu,
Okay.
put it up to 20 miles an hour, and did. So he took it to. This man took it. He took it to the first. He took it to the next garage anyway.
Yeah.
And they said the fella at the last garage.
Which is you.
The fella at the last garage. He said he didn't do the right at all.
Oh, right, sorry.
And he did it. He said, "Now it is right." And the next thing was anyway, he went up further the road again and it banged again. And then Hayes came on anyway, and he brought it in to me. And he said, "Tom, that's giving trouble to stopping and starting. But you see, I had the experience of the main four dealers.
Oh, was it a Ford hearse?
To the Ford hearse.
Okay, right.
I had the experience of the engine.
Yeah.
And I was an awful idiot anyway, what do you call it? He came down about 10 minutes after. And he said to me, "Do you find out what was wrong?" "I did," I said. "And the man will screw you for a halfpenny."
You had a right to hang on to it for a few days.
I sure
You
did.
live and learn.
So he was telling them all anyway, though he took it to the health.
Oh.
But you see, it was what was wrong with this, you see, is this, the distributor, there's a flexible wire in the distributor.
Yeah.
And when you start the thing, what you call it, it's just permanent. But then when you race it, then it opens out. But the minute it used to open out, then it was stemming switching it off.
Oh right, yeah.
You see, so.
What did you do to fix his distributor?
Well, I got a new flexible wire.
Pity you didn't. Yeah. Pity you didn't hang on for a few days until he.
Oh, yeah, because you know why? When I was building the garage, there was about there was what you call there was about 250 sheets of galvanized. Hayes had them, and I said to him, "I'll take all them from you."
Right.
So next thing was anyhow to do to cover the garage, and he said, "God," I said, "there's 30 or 40 of those missing."
Yeah.
Tom says he never paid me for them. He wanted me. I should have paid him when I said I'd take him.
Oh, it was your bad luck, basically, is what he's saying. That sorry, I just took him because.
I mean, so if you said I'd take it, I'd take that off you. You wouldn't.
You definitely wouldn't start charging the same price as you did for the 250 when you're down to 220.
But
Again was price.
Your garage was called BMW, wasn't it?
The what?
Your garage, though, it was BMW, Ballylanders Motorworks.
No, it wasn't.
What did you call it?
I know they call it anything at all.
I suppose it didn't have to be.
Garage.
Yeah. Was it was. I suppose it's Tom O'Mahony's garage.
This fellow, a young fella I had in serving his time, and what you call it? He was a small fella, and he had a lorry wheel. We'll say rolling along the garage, and this fellow was there. A smart can do guy, and. You see, we'd get overalls that time.
Yeah.
Free, but here there's no pair of overalls.
Yes,
they were.
They were a bit baggy on him.
The body of them go down to his knees.
His arse was down, whereas the back of his knees.
and the next thing was, anyway, this fella said, "My God, you could hatch eggs in that."
Hatch eggs in his.
Hatch eggs. Didn't he let the wheel fall down his legs?
Dropped it on him.
Drop it. Oh, yeah, they were fair sore.
He has the last time he insulted him.
Yeah.
So you're right. So you're married. I'm just thinking. Is it 66 years?
Yeah.
66 years.
Yeah.
So we'll round up the chat. What's the secret? Because so many marriages are breaking up now. What's the secret? Because you
Well, it's all up to yourself. I will say. I mean, I tell you, when I married what you call Alice first, I was the boss.
How long did that last?
Well, I didn't mean to tell her that or say that.
Yeah.
But I thought the man was the boss. I thought the man was the boss. So, what you call, a couple of things happened anyway. And Tom says, "Hey, you know, you weren't as smart as you were, thought you." Well, when I was in hospital, Alice was able to take over the whole garage.
That was the time of the explosion.
Yeah. And another time I was sick again, and she was able to.
So she proved herself just as good as any man, man.
Yeah. She'd be know her spark plugs in, she'd be know her electricity, she'd be know her.
Yeah, they're rooting around the shop. Well, this is where I go to lay my hand in it, and I would be out of the house and it's all done. So I had to go for a meal and everything. And you know what? There was no restaurant or anything that time, or any shop, handy shop to get a cup of tea. And anyone who was waiting for the car, then doubt this is a side with me.
Really?
And you'd have to maybe get him a dinner. There was one old lady anyway, and she was there for breakfast, dinner, and supper.
Well, what, were these people just
I don't know.
imposing themselves on you? Like,
No, she waited for her car, and she could have got down
right.
there.
Car was well done. Really.
And she could have gone down to her relation down the town, and she would go down to her.
so they come in and get the car fixed, and you'd have to make them dinner.
They had turnips and spuds, and with you never get a head of cabbage.
No.
So your top tip for keeping a marriage going
Anyway, no.
is stay equal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I mean, I'd say it now. Even today I think, that's such a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I knew it on. In the shop, I use his best today, go to the garage again. You look it all day, I go out and I don't see it often, I see it straight away.
Well, that's the same with Natasha. She has
Yeah.
a memory of where stuff is.
Yeah.
I could be wearing what I'm looking for. that's how bad I am. I'd ask where my glasses are, and they'd be on top of my head. She'd go, Tom, they're on top of your head, and she'd shout this from the other room. She'd hear, she'd know from the other room. She goes, I bet they're on top of your head, and there you'd be.
They say that there's one thing that you should never go to bed when say cross and contrary with the wife or the husband.
Settle it before you go to bed.
Settle before you go to bed.
Well, that's a perfect. That's a perfect piece of advice.
Yeah.
Get it sorted before you go to bed.
But there's no, I mean,
so busy, someone that you wouldn't have time to have.
Yeah, I like that's it. People aren't busy enough. That's what you're. Yeah, that's a major
I
thing.
don't look to my eyes and stuff.
People aren't busy enough. That's exactly
I all the books or say at the time of the electricity. Then I know the electricity came in. You see something like that out the country talk. What I hear that go into talk. All got to the awful stuff to be got that time.
Oh yeah, of course. Yes, there's a brand new age.
Yes.
Electricity was coming in. She didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you would have been the only people who knew about it.
That's all. And
She must have been like wizards. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I got in wire houses and the whole lot, you know. And you had to take the little ceiling thing, bulbs and shades and all the thing of the nose that I used to take with all them down.
And where were you ordering it from then?
Down to Stokes and McKellen's in Limerick.
In Limerick?
Yeah.
Right.
but this fella anyway, what you call, he, a great customer of mine down in Gallyspillane, a very nice man, and he asked me would I wire the house for him.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'd love to, but I can't. I'm too busy. So this fella in Kilfin, he got him anyway to wire the house. And when he wired the house, he gave him the bill.
Right.
So I said to him, to this farmer, now I said, I owe you money. A good bit of money, said to him, and I want to get things sorted out. So the next thing was, he went to the man, and the man said that to him, and he came to me, says he, I wired that house for, what was his name?
I couldn't think.
Mary Raleigh married me.
Yeah, Raleigh, wasn't it? Raleigh was it?
Raleigh's. So he came to me anyway. He said to me, I've that house wired now, he said. And I gave them the bill, he said. So I'll give you the, the commission or something out of it. I can't say you won't say, because there's a bill there that he owed. He said he'd pay me when I get it.
Yeah.
When I get the job done. I paid for the motor car repairs and all. So I said, I know. And he went off anyway. And he gave the bill to the man of just the wires and thing, his own side. But he had mine in as well. Whatever I had.
Oh, you tied into it as well?
Tied into it as well. So I went down to down to the van, like he asked me, and I gave him the bill, and he didn't look at the bill at all, and I threw it into the fire.
Really?
Yeah. Jesus, to see that fellow was robbing me right, left and centre.
Oh, he's robbing stuff while he was there.
He was charging him a terrible lot for the wiring of the house.
Oh, right. So did he ever give your man a few bob for it?
Pardon?
Did he ever pay him?
What you saying?
Did he ever pay him?
Oh, the farmer paid the fella for the wiring of the house.
Right.
But he had extras put in as well.
Oh.
That some of my bills put in.
Oh, right. Now I get you. Yeah.
So
they're still out there.
On the other
Yeah, they're still out there, yeah. Them sort of fellas.
Yeah.
What was, actually, while you're on it, what's the story with the windmill? Where did that come from? Did that come from Boston or something? You told me years ago about this windmill. It came to some village, and they may as well have been looking at a spaceship, but you put it up for them. It was a wind turbine.
No, it was electricity, a wind turbine.
And what was it, the mayor of Boston or something?
It was the mayor of Boston. He's in this
Wind turbine.
Wind turbine. He sent it over to his sister-in-law because her father or her husband died very young.
Right.
And sure, he had right to send her the money because the man had 3 or 4 daughters and a son, and just see they weren't any. Well, it was 32 batteries in it.
Right. For storage batteries.
Yeah, and we had to we had to build or we got men to build an outside little shed for the batteries. So we went up 6 weeks after.
See how it was going.
And what did we eat?
Go on, tell him.
Eggs and every. She didn't know, Smitty.
She put hens in with the batteries. Were they fried eggs by the time they came out?
You'll have to do it catch the eggs and it.
But what? Sure, there must have been hen shite all over the batteries, was there?
Oh no, it didn't matter to us.
But was it even working at that stage?
Oh, it was, yeah.
Oh, it was working.
But
how much would that power more than one house? Surely.
Well, it was only for that one house anyway, and it was fairly high, and
that's a fairly advanced. You think now? What year was that? That was in the 50s, was it?
Oh, it was. I'd say I forget now. That was.
Yeah.
In the 50s, but I mean we're not even using that kind of power nowadays, like.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? Like that's.
But she didn't know it. You could be talking to the walls talking. Yeah.
And where was it? Was that Ballylanders? No,
it was here in what you call Ardfinnan.
Yeah.
Oh, Ardfinnan.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought the great stories out of
Great.